If you grew up in a certain area in Philadelphia, you remember the Leo Theater and the Leo Mall. Both the Leo Mall and the Leo Theater was located in the Somerton section of Philadelphia. First, let me tell you a little bit about Somerton. This area of Philadelphia for a long time was mostly farmland and woods. Then, the housing boom of the 1950s and 60s came along and changed that. Housing development sprung up all over Somerton, making a suburban-like atmosphere, all while still being part of a big city. But while there were a lot of housing developments, there really wasn't much else, and not very much to do. So, enter developer Raymond Purcell, who decided that Somerton could use some local entertainment. Purcell was the founder of the Ritz Theater chain, a local small theater chain known for its art films and independent films, and he decided to build a movie theater in Somerton. He named the theater after his father, Leo Purcell, also a real estate developer and theater enthusiast. The Leo Theater opened on Christmas Day, 1964, a single-screen theater. It played a movie starring Bette Davis and Susan Hayward. The theater became a twin with 2 screens by the end of 1974. And eventually, the theater became part of the AMC movie chain until it closed. Purcell's theater was a success, so he thought, well, how about a place for people to eat and shop near the theater? Billed as Philadelphia's first indoor mall, the Leo Mall opened in 1972 to much fanfare. The mall was made up of about a dozen stores, with a large drugstore at one end and an anchor store at the other. The anchor was a discount department store named J.M. Fields. Some of the stores changed over the years, but many residents remember the bookstore, House of Bargains children's clothing store, also women's clothing stores like Off the Racks, Dress Barn and Fashion Bug, Perloff Jewelers for jewelry, Shoot Down Shoe Store, Sound Odyssey, which was the place to buy the latest records and tapes, and later a place to rent movies when West Coast Video became a partner. Alice Vacuum could repair your vacuum cleaner, and you could get paid for answering questions from the quality and field folks who were doing consumer market research. You could grab some ice cream and other treats at the Bassett stand in the middle of the mall. And for your wine and liquor needs, there was a steak store. The center of the mall had a small fountain and benches, but it was later replaced by a kiosk operated by Vitamin Specialties Company. The mall had everything you needed, and was the place where a lot of the neighborhood's youth had their first jobs, and they also hung out and shopped there. There were some buildings near the mall, in fact next to the mall, that housed a supermarket named Pantry Pride, later called Shopping Bag. There was an H.A. Winston restaurant, known for its delicious burgers and French onion soup. There was a bank, and you could get a hot, fresh bagel at Brooklyn Bagel's shop. Or, for some fast, quick food, you could go to Burger King, which was also nearby. The mall's anchor store, J.M. Fields, was bankrupt by 1980, and another discount department store, the Dry Goods, moved in and stayed throughout the 1980s. And then that was replaced by a Kmart in the 1990s, and lasted till about 2005. In the meantime, the Leo Theater closed down for good in 1990, and the space became occupied by a series of many different restaurants and retail stores. The most recent of them, the Dollar General. Times they were changing. Once Kmart moved out, it left a huge space. The rest of the mall suffered. Long-standing businesses either left or changed hands. Big box stores were opening not too far away, adding to the competition. The dawn of the 21st century saw consumer habits changing, and the new century brought the start of online shopping. And now, in its third decade, the mall was becoming outdated. The end of the Leo Mall era came to a close in 2005 when it was demolished and a Home Depot built in the space, which is surrounded by several other businesses. The shopping plaza still retains the name Leo Mall, even though the actual mall itself is gone. This tells you what a huge landmark the Leo Mall was. The Leo Mall lives on in the memories of the residents of Somerton. Facebook group keeps alive the fun memories of shopping at the Leo Mall and catching a movie at the Leo. Simpler times, gone but not forgotten.